Yo, what up, what up? It's your man, Big Brandon Carter. Hey, did you know there was like many different ways to do keto? Yeah, it's not just one way. I'm going to explain to you the 4 ways to do the ketogenic diet. There's more than 4, but these are the 4 I recommend. Let's go! Alright, so when it comes to doing the ketogenic diet, there's really 4 ways to go about it. Well, there's more than 4 ways, but these are the ways I recommend. There is what's called the strict ketogenic diet, right? That's the normal, what most people think of when they think about the ketogenic diet. 75% fat, 20% protein, 5% carbohydrates, right? That's normal. Then there's something called the targeted ketogenic diet. A lot of athletes will do this, like a lot of MMA guys. They're doing stuff like this where they'll take like 50 to 60 grams of carbohydrates before training, before a workout, right? So they get like some quick energy to burn through, but then they're like kind of right back into ketosis. Then there's the cyclical ketogenic diet, right? And this is like more for people who want to put on mass. You can lose fat with this as well. And this is when you kind of cycle carbs. You do the strict ketogenic diet for 5 or 6 days, and then for 1 or 2 days a week you'll have carb days. We'll get more into that and where that'll be applicable momentarily. And then this is what I like to do when I'm gaining mass. I call this the high calorie ketogenic diet. Something I kind of coined. When I'm bulking, I kind of do that. I use like super high calories, maybe like my body weight times 25. You might not need as much if you're not as lean as me. And the reason being is because a lot of times people say they can't gain weight on keto, right? Or they have a hard time doing it. And one of the main reasons is just because, yo man, there's something about having that low insulin that you just need way more calories than normal. Right? And a lot of people, when they're doing regular keto, they notice that they just don't need as many calories to lose weight. It's almost like your maintenance calories become higher on keto. You can actually consume more calories without gaining weight. But more on that momentarily. Now, why would you pick one of these methods over the other? Well, let's check this out. Let's say you're somebody who's like an athlete or something. You need some like performance. You want to get the benefits of keto, but you also want to improve performance. Well, performance is your main goal, then there's a lot of athletes, especially like MMA guys and a lot of even some distance runners, they're doing the targeted ketogenic diet. 50 to 60 grams of fast digesting carbohydrates right before either training or an event. You just want to get that boost of insulin or like maybe a boost of energy that you get from those fast digesting carbohydrates. Now, theoretically, that will knock you out of ketosis, but you're going to burn off that glucose immediately, and you should be able to get back into ketosis if you've been doing the strict ketogenic diet for a certain amount of time and you're fat adapted. Now, if you're some athlete, like a strength athlete, like maybe you're a CrossFitter or a power lifter or something like that, but you still want to do keto, then I think that the cyclical ketogenic diet is probably the best move for you. This way, once or twice a week, you're able to actually fill up your glycogen reserves. You fill up your muscles with glycogen, fill up your liver with glycogen, and then you have that power to use. You have that glucose to use on your keto days. Now, a lot of people say, man, you can't get in ketosis fast enough. But I don't know. If I have a carb day, I can get right back into ketosis the next day. Maybe not in the morning, but definitely by the end of the day, I'm back in ketosis, right? And let's say I want to get as much energy as possible. Like I'm looking just for the most energy. Excuse my handwriting, right? The most energy. Well, I get the most energy off of the strict ketogenic diet. Is the one that gives me the most amount of energy. The targeted ketogenic diet works well for this. This is why, like, you know, athletes do it. They get a quick, like a little boost of energy from the carbs. But for me, I'm so adapted that I'm just good with this. I'm good with this. But these are both good options if energy is your primary goal. If fat loss is your main goal, then the strict ketogenic diet works really well. But let's say you want to put on muscle and you don't want to put on any fat. Well, that's why I like just the high calorie ketogenic diets. And that's basically the same as the strict ketogenic diet, is just the calories are super high. And this allows me to put on muscle without putting on any fat. Like, this is my favorite way to actual lean bulk. I don't gain any fat when I do it. But if fat loss was the main thing I wanted to do, then I would just say strict ketogenic diet. And that's exactly what I do when I cut. I don't like do any targeted or cyclical when I cut. I go straight strict ketogenic diet. And if putting on muscle mass is your main goal, well then, this is what I do, right? The high calorie ketogenic diet for muscle, right? And if I don't care about putting on a little bit fat, but I want to get the performance benefits that you can get from carbs, then I'll do the cyclical ketogenic diet. So that's basically the breakdown. So if you want to do mass, here's where it gets interesting, depending on what your goals are. Let's say you want mass and you want to stay lean the whole time. Well then, yeah, this is the one you want to do. If you want to do fat, but you also want the energy benefits that you get from ketogenic diet, well then strict ketogenic diet is your go-to. If you want the energy, but you want increased performance, well then targeted ketogenic diet is the one for you, right? If you want that performance, but you want to put on mass, put on some of that muscle mass, then the cyclical ketogenic diet is the one for you. You guys can see that it's kind of like broken down in the quadrants based off of what your primary goal is. Does this make sense? You know, I put the little lines under here. I color coded it for your convenience. Hope this makes sense. I put together a free 30-day keto challenge. I'm giving $1,000 to the person who has the best transformation using the ketogenic diet. It is 100% free to enter. It don't charge you anything. There's a link below. Click that link, put your email in, and we're going to send you a free quick start guide to the ketogenic diet. And every day for the next 30 days, you'll be emailed a new workout that you do that day. You also get access to our private Facebook group. And in that Facebook group, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be providing some coaching and providing some help. And I'm going to be in there every day answering questions, just helping you guys out. Anything you need. We're going to do this every 30 days until I stop, right? We're going to give out $1,000 to the person who has the best transformation and who's most active in the group, right? It's 100% free. You don't have to buy anything. Click the link below to enter. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram. My name is King Keto, because I am the king. And if you like this video, share it with your friends. Maybe you and your friends that enter, man. Get some accountability going on in here. All right? Peace.